All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the Counter-Strike Global Offensive update thing with whisenhunt. Yeah, my name's Jimmy whisenhunt. Today is April 20th, 2012. We will be going over the changes that have been made in the Counter-Strike Global Offensive beta as of today. Patch did come out today. A couple changes. Without further ado, let's jump into game. But before we do that, make sure you go follow on the Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube, and follow on the Twitch. I'll tell you all these things, why you should do those here in just a moment. Very important. So first we're going to go over to the terrorist side of DE Dust 2. One of the changes that was made was directly pertaining to the spawn points. You might remember that we were in this awkward little circle before. Now there's some variation in the spawns. You'll notice there's bots here just to kind of demonstrate how all of it works now. So I'm going to hit the restart round button. Okay, so we now have a B spawn. That guy's kind of in the middle. Now we're in the middle with an aggressive long A spawn, but I think you guys kind of get the picture. I'll just do it one more time here. There's a lot more variation. The only concern I have, the current patch notes state that the T side of DE Dust 2 has been changed. No note to the CT side. I will be testing out all the timings and how that affects things, which is why you need to follow on the Twitch. I will be doing that live. It will be uploaded to YouTube if you missed the live stream, and I will let you know when it's going live on the Twitter. So that's why it's very handy if you guys are all subscribed and all those. It'll help out. So the AK-47 recoil was changed. Before, you might recall that it was a zigzag pattern. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate why a zigzag pattern is a problem. So let's just say that this is a guy and that's a guy, right? So if it's a zigzag pattern, sure, I can learn how to control that recoil. But when I have to engage multiple targets with a spray and I have to crouch down and engage multiple targets back and forth, the issue is I don't know where my recoil ends up when I switch over here. In 1.6, there was a clamp system. It goes up, right, left, or whichever way. So 50% of your shots are going to hit a clamp, which is the edge of your recoil pattern, and it was unalterable in the original code, which is why we're dealing with a new recoil system here. So it was just you went up and then you kind of pulled down and right or down and left to kind of control how your recoil went with every gun. So I'm going to demonstrate why this recoil pattern is so much better. It might be too tight, but I'll let you guys know on the live stream. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to crouch here and full spray from this target to that target. So, like, now I can actually hit center massive targets. I don't know about headshots yet. We'll have to test this out with some players, and once again, get back with you guys on that. But that's a huge benefit. Before with the AK, I was stuck with two targets, and I'd have to tap, 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 tap. And with multiple targets, that's a problem. I always tap with one target, but when you run into 2 or 3 targets, you just have to spray on anti-eco rounds, which then made eco rounds too powerful for the opposing team. Like, they were just able to run you over with pistols sometimes you had an AK. Not all the time, but it was more of an occurrence than I think it really should be in a Counter-Strike game. But those are the two main changes in this. Now keep in mind, let's actually jump over to the CT side real quick. I have not tested the CT side spawn, so let's check it out real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, pow. Yeah, well, I think I'm still in a circle. I'm still in a circle. Definitely still a circle. This is the problem that I don't know off test timings, but the problem that I foresee is that if they have aggressive long spawns and we're stuck in this circle, there's not much we can do. It's going to be more powerful towards B, actually. If they have like 3 towards B and we're in the circle that just kind of consists of this area here, it's going to be hard to make it all the way to B by the time they're actually in sight, which was something that was apparent in Counter-Strike 1.6. However, it still wasn't that far of a distance to cover for the CTs. So I don't know. We'll see how the timings work out. Once again, make sure you follow it on the Twitch and on the Twitter. We'll let you know when we're going live on Twitter, and then we'll go live on Twitch at that time. But that's about it, guys. I just want to cover those couple basic things. There were a lot of changes, so there will be multiple videos coming out on the YouTube here fairly soon. So make sure, once again, you're subscribed. Shameless plugs all over this little episode of CSGO thing with whisenhunt. That's about it, guys. We'll see you next time, most likely tomorrow with the next video. We're also going to cover a spam spot map demonstration on where is currently spammable and why we think certain things should be spammable or not spammable. This is something that I talked to the developers about, and they kind of said, well, give us a direction. You know, like, let us know certain viable spam spots, why they're important, and we'll weigh it from that point out. So I think that's really cool that they're coming into the community like this and and trying to really listen to more of the metagame type stuff, which is super, super important to Counter-Strike over the last several years. So we'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow with the videos and most likely live stream. Don't forget, Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time will be Choke Point. We'll see you guys then.